point record for score differential from Princeton was good. This one's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. Going back over the last 10 years, so 2015, I was coaching the Cornell team. We thought we were pretty good. We ended up getting waxed by Princeton by 63 points 10 years ago. That was the record back then. 2018, Princeton extended it to 67-point victory. And then this year, now an 85-point victory for largest margin in meet history on the men's side.
Well, Penn men put up 104 and a half. That's a pretty good score.
That's a very good weekend, absolutely. A lot to be proud of there for the Quakers. Cornell third with 82 points for the home crowd. And Dartmouth there, you saw a fantastic relay by the Big Green for fourth place.
In the women's 4x4, two sections here as well. In Section 1, Dartmouth 8th last year and 7th outdoors in 3. Cornell was 4th indoors last year and 6th outdoors, and they'll be in 4. Columbia, 6th indoors and 3rd out in 24, will be in 5. And Brown, who was 7th a year ago and 4th outdoors, will be in lane 6. Dartmouth, Cornell, Columbia, Brown, first of two sections, women's 4x4. Well, Harvard wants to run fast, try to get into the big meet. That Ivy record, obviously the meet record, but the all-time best could come into play. They may need that to advance when we get to that final section.
Yeah, I mean, great 4x4 running on the women's side the last 2 years. Penn 329 last year, Harvard 330 last week.
It's Cornell, Columbia, and Brown. Cornell opening up with Sawyer, Columbia with Darnell, Scanlon on the lead leg for Brown. First of two sections. Final event of this 2025 Ivy League Indoor Championships, women's 4x400. Columbia, Brown, and Cornell at 200. Tess Darnell on the opener for Columbia. Cornell moving up on the outside with Elise Sawyer. Cornell.
Oh.
Little bit of trading of paint there with 100 to go. I don't have the best angle, and there's people on the infield, but I didn't notice a yellow flag.
I didn't see one either.
It's Cornell, Brown, and Columbia, 57-3 on the opener for Sawyer of Cornell. And Brown with Alyssa Jackson. Pulled up on the shoulder of Cornell's Imani Reed.
And still no flag, Mike. Probably just ruled incidental contact.
Well, we'll see if the coaches agree with that.
Right.
Cornell up front with Imani Reed. Francine Stevens scheduled to run the third leg. Brown will counter with Riley. Rimpey will be on the third leg for Columbia. Cornell, Brown, Columbia.
56-19 split there for Reed of Cornell on leg 2.
And Cornell out front. Cornell with Stevens, Brown with Riley, Columbia with Rimpey. And Cornell and Brown coming to the anchor leg on this first section. Cornell will have Rodriguez on the anchor leg. Brown with Brooks. Goldson on the anchor for Columbia.
Another 56 low leg there for Stevens of Cornell. They're continuing to put the pressure here on Heat 1.
55-5 for Riley of Brown. She took a go at it, but Cornell running tough up front. Rodriguez has the stick. Cornell, Brown, and Columbia, 1, 2, and 3 here in the first section. And this is the bell lap. It does appear Cornell will be putting up the initial time to beat. Cornell. Another 55 or a 55 carry for Cornell. 3:45.